Welcome to the second episode of Building an Awesome Portfolio Project with me. The name of the project we're building is I Have Issues. That is not like a description of me, by the way. It's not. I'm not trying to say. I have found that I can program very quickly with Claude AI and with other sorts of different things. And I found just a couple of strategies that make programming go really, really fast for me. And I wanted to kind of just take that, put that onto the internet so that you have access and you can see my process. This isn't a tutorial. I'm not going to be going through in depth from the beginning, from A to Z, but I do want you to come along, even if you don't fully understand what's going on the screen. I do want you to come along and I'll explain the important bits as we go and you can see kind of what's going on and hopefully you have some fun along the way. So to get started, where did we leave off? Last episode, flash bang warning. Last episode, we had this. And this is a very rough understanding of the database. I'm going to take this and I'm going to start turning this into some code. The way I'm going to do this is I'm going to open up my environment, my programming environment, which is command line based. It looks a little bit like this. I'm not going to go over everything with this because there is a lot to know about this command line. You will probably feel a little bit lost at times when looking at this. I've worked with other programmers, I've worked with non-technical people. This can be very overwhelming. It's actually a lot simpler than you think. You could actually get into this if you wanted to, and you could totally do this. This is completely within the realm of capability for somebody, but sometimes it can be a little bit overwhelming. We're just going to keep it going, and if you have questions about it, comment down below, ask me those questions, and I'd be happy to answer those in a follow-up video as I go through if you feel a little bit confused. There are a couple things that I will have to tell you so that you understand what's going on, but in general, for now, this is the Apple Mac Finder. You see I have a project folder, but there's nothing in that folder. And you can see also, if I list long, there's a total of 0 things in this folder. So we're going to start off, and I'm actually going to start with a program that I call Bun. We're going to use Bun init. And we actually want a React, and we want, we're going to do a standard basic one. And now that I've run that, you can see that I have a whole bunch of project folders. I'm not going to go through what each one of these means, but there's some stuff in here that I'll have to tell you what some of it means, but for now, that just gives me a rough project to start with. And I can also go in and I'm going to create a database. We'll call it TS. And that's what we're going to call it. DB for database and TS for TypeScript, which is the thing that we're going to be using. And So I think I've got it, at least the very, very beginning. and we'll iterate on it and make it better as we go. But we at least have a starting place. Let me show you what I got. We have a few starter objects here. We have user and project. User is the person that is using the app. Project is basically like how you separate things. Yeah, because you might have 3 projects. This is basically your to-do lists, right? It is more complicated than a to-do, but yes, we'll have that. Then project user. Project user is just linking users to projects so that I know what user goes to what project and what project goes to what user. And then issues. This is the meat and potatoes of our app. And so we have ID, project ID, which project do we go to, local ID. As you can see here, obviously this is not the 8th issue that is created on GitHub, but it still has a number 8 to it. So it has a local ID that goes along with it. And I like that idea so that we can link to it like this. You can see issues 8 here. So we can link to it like this with our thing here. I'll show that in more detail later. So we have that title, description, and author ID. Then after that, we have issue label. So we're going to have many labels that can go to many issues and many issues that can go to many labels, because I can put a label on a bunch of different issues. I can put issues on a bunch of different labels. So yeah. Thank you. And that is it. In the next episode, I am going to be reviewing this with AI, and I'm going to ask it how well it thinks I did on this, and I'm probably going to make some modifications to this based on what the AI says, which is one of the ways that I increase my speed, is I don't have to think about things as hard. But we are going to start like this, and we're going to get to some actually writing some AI stuff in the next video. Please subscribe if you find this interesting and you want to keep following along. And let's get to some AI in the next video. Thanks. See ya.